You know the best button we could use for TintWiz lead form for the URL? I've been running ads, but I don't see a good button to use. It depends on the options for buttons on a Facebook ad, Tim, depend on what your objective when you started the ad was. Is it a traffic ad? Is it an engagement ad? Is it an awareness ad? Things of that nature. So, those buttons have everything from learn more to get a quote to buy now or shop now or a lot of different things. And obviously the button you want to choose is going to be dependent upon, what the ad is or what the post is about. If you're trying to drive people to get a free quote, obviously get a quote would be an appropriate button, and you would want to drive people to a link that allows them to fill in their information to get a quote. If the post is designed to educate or inform somebody about a particular product or service, learn more may be an appropriate button to use, and you may want to drive people back to a link on your website that has more information. So if it's an e-commerce related thing and you're trying to, with the ad, really entice somebody to make a purchase, shop now may be an appropriate button, and you want to maybe use a link that takes somebody right to that item that maybe you mentioned in your ad. In your ad, you want to take them directly to that item. So if they are interested in making a purchase, you're making it really easy for them. You're taking them right to that page. So I'm not sure, so Tim follows up, says, yeah, if you use get a quote and it makes you use their form, and I don't want to do that. So right now it goes to a landing page on my website. So on the get a quote, I think I'm not, and I'd have to get in there and look. I thought you could actually enter a URL. And if you can enter a URL, you should be able to generate a URL with your CRM, TintWiz, and drive people directly to that. I'd have to look into it. But, obviously, if you want to get a quote, you want to I would try to drive them to your website on a landing page with a form that they could fill out versus having them fill it out on Facebook. I just think that, you could do more things with that than you can with the Facebook option. So that's my feeling there. So Tim asked one more follow-up with regard to his question. It says, so you think just use learn more button, or is there a good time to not use a button and just post the link and the post itself? I actually think there's a case to be made to potentially post the link in the post itself and use a button. I think using a button is always a good idea if there's a button that is relevant to what you're trying to do. If you can use a button, I would use a button and send somebody to the right place. However, if there's not a button that's relevant, like if you have to try to make a square fit into a round hole, then I would just put the link in the post. But if you have a button that will work for what you're trying to achieve, I would always use a button if you have that option. So